For those of you who are new, a Light Heart Tarot is a space, it's a sacred space where we support each other as we walk this journey and navigate through grief. For those of you who have been on this journey, please welcome back. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading in which we're going to dive deep into what messages does your loved one want to share. Now, I have already blessed this space and I have already asked for the highest level of support and clarity to come from your loved ones, your spirit guides, and even from your higher self. We will delve into messages as well as into anything specific that your loved ones may want to bring up. What I always say is that even if you decide to pick or you're drawn to one group, sometimes it's always best to listen to all of them as our loved ones share messages across the groups to help each other. So it's okay to be drawn to one or to all three. Now, please know that I've already blessed this space and I've already asked for the highest level of support and love and light and clarity to come in and make all of the messages you receive be for the highest good. As a reminder, I will not read or pull specific names or energy unless sometimes there are exceptions where there is someone who's really pulling on my pant leg and asking to just give a quick shout out. So with that being said, let's look at our piles. We're using 3 rose quartz, all different types of stones. And the first is a rose quartz that is what I call the cosmic egg. It's actually, you can use it as a palm stone or as to massage, or I use it also to when I'm feeling anxiety. I hold this a lot. But the card also that goes with it is Angel of Strength. In pile 2, we have this milky rose quartz that has different inclusions, and it feels almost like clouds that are moving through this rose quartz. And the card with that is number 10, Angel of Clairaudience. And then we have this rough rose quartz, but again, just very beautiful and very unique looking. And with that card, we have the Angel of Stress, number 3. So just take a moment. You can close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and feel where you're drawn to the most. Either pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And as a reminder, again, you can choose as many piles as you want because our loved ones are always sharing messages across for everyone. So again, take your time, and then when you are ready, please follow me into your selected group. Okay, so if you chose this egg, rose quartz, and then the Angel of Strength, then welcome to reading number 1. Now, as I mentioned, I feel with the rose quartz, with this particular stone, for me, it was something that I always used when I felt worried, I felt anxiety. And there's something, when you feel this type of egg stone compared to the other rose quartz, there's a really cool touch to it. So something that really kind of brings your nervous system back into alignment and just really helps you to regather and reset. And so I definitely feel, as I'm tapping into this energy, there is this need for foundation, need for support. What I'm feeling is you have been moving through very difficult times, obviously from the grief and from navigating it. However, there are other outside events that are also taking place, such as job security, such as maybe finances, home, relationships. For whatever those milestones or life changes are, it is really causing an additional toll onto you. And so your loved ones are coming in, and they're talking about how can we give you tools that's going to help support you, help provide a little bit of calm, and also help you create those steps and those processes to get through this difficult time. But I'm also feeling energies coming in this section here is for some of you as well, there may be distractions. And so for many of you who have been with me on this journey, you know that when Derek passed away, for me, it was the distraction of work. So when I finally went back to work, I worked over the hours I was supposed to. So I worked weekends, I worked days, I worked nights, and I just overworked myself because that was part of what my vice to help me cope. For some, it may be shopping, it may be gambling, it may be a variety of different vices. But what it is that your loved ones are again coming in and asking, how can we help you? How can we give you tools that's going to then reduce the need for the distraction in order to work on the matter at hand. And so let's just pull a few more cards and to receive more guidance from our loved ones. What is it that you would like to share? So we have the Angel of Abundance. You want to come over. An Angel of Good News. So the energy that I definitely am seeing right now is that we have, for pile one, there are a few energies that are coming up. One are, if you have lost a father to an addiction, or a father to an addiction, or a complications that were a result of an addiction that is coming up. I am also seeing energies in here of siblings, so sisters and aunt energy that's coming in. The specifically of their life would have been difficult and challenging when they were alive. And for some, it was very hard and difficult. And for some, they may have then went into overworked or the different vices or distractions that I talked about. And that would have contributed to what ended up happening in them passing away. I'm trying to be really careful because also I know that with this particular topic, YouTube I know has different rules and things like that. But they are coming in with their experiences, and one, if there was any guilt or that you're holding on to, they're definitely coming in and expressing this wasn't your fault. But two, they're coming in and they're showing you that even in the midst of difficult times, you can find that road that is going to bring you satisfaction. Now, the reason why I say satisfaction is because happiness is something that doesn't last always forever. So you can be happy today and then not happy because of something that took place. Maybe you were late for work, or you had coffee spilled on your shirt, or things like that, right? Like those moments can take away happiness for that period of time. But satisfaction and contentment is something that you can feel for a long time. And they are showing their experiences in from their physical life, and showing that the road is hard, but you have the opportunity to find contentment, to find your abundance. And so your abundance meaning of your worth, your value, how beautiful you are, whether you're male or female. And I always say, if you think about of all of the things that have had to have happened in order for you to be here on this earth, you are a beautiful miracle. And we're meant to be here, are meant to be here. So if you can tap into that abundance of what you bring to the world, the people who love you, the people who you love, the memories that you have of your loved ones, allow that gratitude and that energy to fill you up, and that becomes your abundance, and that becomes the contentment and the tool that you can use for when life feels down and it feels like you need support, in order to receive that hand and to receive that support. Because the difficult time that is happening right now, what they're saying is very transient, although it feels like it is very long and it's draining. It's going to get better, and you're going to get good news. And whether, again, it is for job, finances, if you're trying to get into a school, the journey to getting there may seem like it is taking such a long time, and it's arduous and you're tired, but it's going to work out. I'm also hearing from this energy that for many of you, there's new opportunities that are coming up, new people that are coming into your life. And it's going to feel like almost like cleaning day, is what someone in my ear is telling me. Where the people who bring you down, who do not support you, the people who put doubt into your mind by, like we all have that one friend, in which we have one friend that's always like, yes, go ahead, and they are a cheerleader for everything. And then we have that one friend that's like the cynic sometimes, who's always just like, well, isn't that kind of far? Like, do you have the right credentials? Like, there's always a but or something. And so that is the energy, that type of energy is being removed or shifted in your life, as your loved ones are sending in that support and sending in more of those cheerleaders, more of those earth angels who are going to help you achieve a lot of the progress that you're going to see that's coming up. So that is the immediate. And let's start pulling messages of what it is that your loved ones want you to know. Someone is in my ear telling me to bring up a scarf. It's like a gypsy scarf that you all would wear when you did make-believe as kids. And that's coming up as confirmation that there's someone here for you. And so the first card that comes up is, I was uncomfortable showing emotion. And so definitely some of your loved ones here, because they were going through so much, they built walls around them. And so you would ask them, are you okay? I'm fine. Do you need help? No. I have everything under control. There were so many walls because one, they didn't, it feels like there was shame as well in letting you in to see how dark everything really had gotten. And it was also just not wanting you to be in that darkness with them. The image that that they're showing me is from the movies What Dreams May Come, in which Robin Williams goes in to save his wife, and she's in purgatory, which was a dark house that was crumbling and falling apart. And he stood with her, and he said, "I'd rather be with you in hell than to be in heaven by myself." And that is what they didn't want. Your loved ones didn't want you to be in, to pull you into that dark world with them. And so a lot of walls were built, a lot of just roadblocks, it felt like, or maybe stepping back and just or disappearing, it feels like. And so they're coming in and they're acknowledging I was uncomfortable showing that side of me, showing how far I had really stumbled. And they're now that they're doing their life review, they're apologizing, and they're also acknowledging how pushing you away really caused a lot of hurt, not only for them, but really mostly importantly for you. And they're acknowledging that and apologizing. And we have them going through my life review, so it makes sense as they're going through their life review. These are the lessons that they are noticing, because when we go through our life review, we look at how did we serve, meaning how did we show up to others, what did we learn, what did we teach others, what are some things that we maybe could have done differently. And so it's all done in a loving and non-judgmental way, but all of these things just help us to understand from a higher perspective how sometimes relationships arrive to where they did, and what could we have done to change that, or to show more compassion or empathy, or even if we didn't want to change anything that we did, then how did that affect other people down the road. And so right now they're going through their life review and they're understanding how their actions affected family members, because it feels like for many of the energies in this group, their actions really left a mark on families. I'm seeing marks on their parents, grandparents, siblings, close friends, relationships, even children. And these are things that now they're carrying forward. And so they're understanding and recognizing that. And they're also, now that's why they're sending support in order to help you get through it. And here we have, I wasn't thinking. And so this really goes just back again to what I was talking about. Just for some, the actions that your person took, it was very, it may have been rushed. It may have been without, because there was just so much hurt, just wanting to just relieve that pain. But they're acknowledging I wasn't thinking. But again, if you're holding on to guilt, if you feel guilt, they are letting you know that it was not your fault. Oops. Two dropped. So, dear love, I know that we didn't always see eye to eye when we were together. I view life differently now that I can see things from a higher perspective. Please forgive me. So again, this is really just confirmation as they're going through their life review. They are now seeing from a higher perspective and viewpoint, because even here we see that this person's looking at the world from a higher viewpoint and understanding how their actions affected other people, and they're asking for forgiveness. And I am in my life review now, understanding how some of the decisions in my life may have affected others. If I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. Please forgive me. So there's really a sense of asking for forgiveness for just everything that has happened. And my body feels free. I am no longer in pain. I feel like my best self. Please try not to worry over me. And let's just pull a couple of angel affirmations. Am I taking all of these? Yes. I always have to ask that because sometimes these things come out in bulk and sometimes I'm like, did you really mean that? And yes. So the first is prayer. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. So your loved ones, especially, all you need to do is just ask for help and they will be right there by your side to help you. And forgiveness, which has been a real theme here. Let the past go, clear your heart and mind through forgiveness. So they're asking you, your loved ones are asking you for forgiveness for the things that weren't said and for their actions when they were here. And they're also asking for you to forgive yourself for if you're holding on to anything of, I wish I would have done that. Why didn't I see this coming? They're saying, just give yourself grace and forgiveness. You did everything that you could have. And so know that now they're doing the work and the healing. Your work here is to give yourself grace and forgiveness, forgive them, and then also do the work to see what if you're finding yourself moving in the same direction with distractions and things like that. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for support because we have determination. Determination, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. So we did see the angel of good news, and so good news is going to come your way. And most importantly, love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. And this is really what they want to show you. And just if you can open your heart, and I know that you are, just feel the love that they have for you and how much they are supporting you and just really holding you through this moment. And what other external apologies, as my phone cut off right as I was finishing what I was saying. So basically what I was saying is that whatever your situation is, your loved ones are sending you love. They're sending you support. They're sending you tools. Because as they take a look at their life and the actions and the paths that they took, they have this higher view and they can apply those learnings and help you. So know that you're not alone in this right now. Know that you have energy and a support team that's just waiting, and all you have to do is just ask them for help. So I hope that this reading was helpful and it provided you with some clarity. You may follow me either into group number 2, or this is where I leave you, sending my love and light. And if there are any questions, please put it in the chat, and I will see you all in the next reading. And thank you so much. Okay, so if you chose this cloudy rose quartz and the angel of clairaudience, then welcome to group number 2. Now, this quartz, I always find just all crystals interesting. The inclusions that they have, the designs that they have. But what I most importantly know is that even with how hard rose quartz is, there's still sometimes it will get dings, it will get scratches, it will get chipped, but it still overall is very strong and very unique. And that is what is so beautiful about us, is that each one of us is unique, and each one of us we may go through tough times, we get banged up, but we still find a way to keep moving. And that is what I am seeing here, is that your loved ones, for many of you, you have a connection with your loved ones, whether you're connecting with them through dreams, you're connecting with them through signs, or even as sometimes as I do when I'm cooking dinner, I'm talking to my husband, and as I'm just like asking him, what was that ingredient that you put into your spaghetti sauce, right? So those are the things. You have that everyday dialogue, and your loved ones have been constantly providing you with that love and support. There is this rate, and so with that comes this sense of peace, knowing that all you have to do is call for them to help you. But there's also something, um, in this group. You've been the one who's been carrying a lot. You've been the one who has been holding the emotions and supporting your other friends and family, especially as they also navigate through their challenging times. And so sometimes you can feel drained, and you can sometimes feel like you need a reset. And so your loved ones are coming in and they're providing you with that reset. But there's also, we're going to pull more cards, there's also new opportunities coming towards you, and they're asking for you to pay close attention to the signs. So pay attention to when there's synchronicities that take place. When things seem like a coincidence, which I call it a coincidence. So two events that are happening in tandem and in connection for you to help you. So take a look at those things and really tap into your intuition, because all of that is going to support you as you then make this important decision. So we're going to pull out two more angel cards just to see what is going on. So we have the angel of fertility. And then we have the angel of creativity. So both are this energy of creation. And so for you, if in this group you are looking to start a family, looking to find a partner, you are looking to embark on a new business, all of these things, these are the moments and the milestones that I was talking about, that your loved one is coming in and they are sharing their intuition, they're sharing creativity, they're sharing inspiration, all of these things to help you as you navigate and move towards these decisions. So know that with all of these, you're being guided to where you're supposed to be, and your loved ones are supporting you and surrounding you. Now, what I'm also feeling is, for some of you, there may have been some setbacks, and your loved ones are acknowledging that. And they've also been there to provide comfort and support, to help you when the tears come, when the disappointment comes. But they're also letting me know that they are infusing that inspiration and that encouragement to help you keep moving. So in this group, your loved ones have been a constant source of companionship, of strength, of energy, of connection. And that isn't going to go anywhere. And so they want you to know that whatever it is, the endeavor that you're looking to embark on, to start, to create, whether it is new life, a family, a relationship, new job, career path, even if you wanted to move somewhere different, they are letting you know that they are here, guiding you and supporting you. All you have to do is just close your eyes and listen to your intuition. And so if you're seeing signs, you're seeing, as I said, the synchronicities. If you've been with me, you know you had the bouncer in the club, right, who always wants to try to get in the way and get into the business of stuff because it thinks it's helping, and sometimes it's doing way too much. And so, if you feel that there are sometimes fear that's holding you back from saying yes to a new job, or even saying yes to quitting a job, or saying yes to moving somewhere, or saying yes to a friend who asks you out to go to a concert, or potentially you could meet someone, whatever the scenario or the situation is, your loved ones are asking you to have that talk with the bouncer and just be like, I got us. Let's just at least be curious and say yes to these things, and let's see what happens. I know that you'll protect me always, but we can't move forward in anything unless we say yes. So that is what I am feeling here. And I'm definitely feeling there's a lot of just support that's coming in from this group to you, to ensure that you are taking the necessary steps to move onto the path where you're supposed to be. So let's look at some messages. And I just realized I'm doing this in the opposite order, but that's okay. I am perfectly imperfect. So what is it that your loved ones want to say right now? And for those, again, of you who are just new following me, there are, for the messages, I choose when they fly out, unless your loved ones are just being super shy, and then I will intuitively pick out. But sometimes the cards just have a mind of its own. So, dear love, do not worry about me. I promise you that I'm okay. And I'm surrounded by many amazing people, friends, and family. I miss you so much. And one day we will be together again. Until then, I will be watching over you. So I definitely have been feeling in this group, your loved ones watch over you constantly. Not to say that loved ones for anyone who's in any group isn't watching over them, but this group feels like it's almost like the Truman Show, where they're watching you and they're just kind of like the choose your own adventure. Like, make sure that they're just helping you and guiding you towards where you're supposed to be going. And dear love, I've learned that every person and every moment that graces our life is a gift. It has shaped us into who we are, whether in the physical or on the other side. Please remember this and never take one moment or person for granted. If you appreciate or love someone, let them know. Share these blessings with them and yourself. And dear love, I'm in my life review now, understanding how some of the decisions in my life may have affected others. If I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. Please forgive me. So that is for some of you. Your loved one is asking you for forgiveness. So we'll pull out a few more messages. I'm not taking that, so we're putting that back in. That one fell. What? Okay. Okay. So please forgive yourself. So there may be some messages in pile one because that was a big message about forgiving yourself as well as forgiving them as well. But I think forgiving yourself is so important because for some of you, if you felt that your loved one, you may not have been there, or there were things that were left unsaid, they're letting you know that it's okay. They can hear everything that's on your mind and in your heart. And so know that you are okay. You both are okay. But please forgive yourself and do not hold on to that heavy energy. And I know that you may have trouble trusting. And so again, as we're looking here at the Angel of Fertility card, if there are these questions of how can I trust that this is true, or that this is the relationship that I should be getting into, whatever the questions are, or even if you're in a relationship and it's what can I do to strengthen our relationship, whatever those questions are, just trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, trust in them as well. That when you see coincidences and signs and synchronicities, and when the bouncer in the club is just saying this isn't true, they're letting you know that these are the signs and messages coming to you specifically to help you get through this. And I see things differently now. And so as your loved one's doing their life review, they can see life from a different viewpoint. And it's interesting because as I was saying, going through life review, that was the fourth card. I'm going through a life review. So there definitely may be messages also in group number one. As I mentioned, our loved ones, they share messages across piles. And so you can take a look at group number one, but they're letting you know, trust in yourself, trust in your intuition. And we're going to pull a couple of angel cards. So inspiration. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This inspiration is from high above. So just as I said, they're whispering into your ear. Creative potential. You're by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desire. So everything that you want is waiting for you. And your loved ones are going to support you in making that happen. Nope. There was one and I wanted to pick and it was like, no, not that one. So faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. And last one, love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. This was also in group number one. So maybe, again, go into group number one if you feel so inclined, as there may be additional messages in there. But I hope that this reading provided you some clarity, and it provided some comfort. You may either follow me into group number three, or if this is where I leave you, I send you all my love and light. And if there are any questions, please put it in the comment section. And I'm sending lots of energy for a beautiful day and a supportive one. Talk to you soon. So, if you have chosen this rough rose quartz, as well as the Angel of Stress, then welcome to reading number 3. Now, just like the milky rose quartz for pile number 2, there is this, it's a hard crystal, meaning, if I throw it, it may not break initially, but eventually there will be cracks and inclusions. And it looks like it's had a rough life, as it was pulled from the larger rock. It feels rough to the touch, but there's also something very alluring and shiny to it, and just something that for me it makes me happy, but there's a glamour to it. And we see that also here with the Angel of Stress. And so the energy that I'm definitely getting immediately for this group is the loved ones who are surrounding this reading, they were people who were seen as the life of the party, or the one that was like the favorite aunt, the favorite uncle, the favorite grandparent, or the best friend who was just full of life. So it's someone that has full of life, that has had a difficult journey, but they always saw the bright side of things. And that's what it feels like here. And it feels like also for you, there is a lot of what feels like, as we see in the background, like the Wizard of Oz tornado. A lot of stress, a lot of things happening to you and coming at you all at once. And your loved ones are coming in and just reminding you of the fun, reconnecting to that inner child, reconnecting to that fun side of you, to be able to handle the stress, so that then you can look at what is taking place in your environment and be able to manage it one step at a time. So they're asking you to reconnect with that life, that zest, that those moments where, yes, this was a really stressful day, but I'm going to treat myself. So for example, I do that a lot. Like when I'm having a very stressful day, I'm like, I'm going to go get ice cream. And so it's a very simple thing, but it gets me out of the house. It gets me out into nature to breathe, to breathe and have sunlight on me, and then have that moment one-on-one, enjoying my little inner child self, kicking my legs on a bench or something like that. But being able to de-stress, reset, reconnect, and then I can kind of take a look at what's taking place and create a plan of action that's going to help me manage everything. So we're going to pull 2 more cards out just to see what else your loved ones want you to know for pile 3. Okay, 1 and 2. So the first card that we have is the Angel of Divine Timing. And then we have the Angel of Clairvoyance. And so again, what we're seeing is that inner child and that reconnection. There's a lot of change that's happening in your life, and it just feels like, in the image that I'm seeing, so someone in this group has a lot of pocketbooks. Because the image that I'm seeing is someone, at the end of the day, they dump out the contents of their pocketbook to put it into tomorrow's pocketbook. But that action of turning something upside down and everything falling, that's what it feels like. There's a lot of things coming at you at once. There's a lot of things that just feels very topsy-turvy and just chaotic. But it's that connecting to the higher self, to your inner child, and being able to take a step back and infuse a little bit of that faith that it's going to be okay. Because like kids, we have that innate faith. The image that I'm seeing is when I was a kid, I was a big tomboy. And I used to do things that now that I look back on it, I'm just like, you were so lucky and like to be here. And so like one of those things was I used to take my dirt bike because I just wanted to be the best and show off. I would ride my dirt bike on handrails for stairwells and things like that. Now again, I look at that now and I'm just like, what were you thinking? But there was a faith back then that this bike is going to get me down this handrail and I'm going to make it out alive, or at least alive enough until my mom found out and then just like had a fit. But there is a faith. There's a faith that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to and it's going to be fine. And you're also seeing that you can't see it right now. The road may be cloudy. It may just feel like the path isn't clear, but everything is going to reveal itself and open up that path for you to show you the way to go. I'm also seeing your loved ones, they're coming to you with these visual cues and signs. So whereas group number 2 was audio, so they're hearing things and they're getting words of inspiration, you're seeing. So seeing such as words, license plates, you're seeing people that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. There are these moments that are happening in your life that, again, is the visual cues to let you know that you're on the right path. And so as you're moving through this period of upheaval, things are they feel out of place. They feel very chaotic, very busy. Connect with that inner sense, that inner calm, and that faith that everything's going to be okay. It's moving into what I call into the path of surrender. And surrender is a scary thing because we're not saying that we're giving up, but we are saying that I hold faith that there is a bigger plan for me and an outcome. And you don't have to believe in religion or even be spiritual or anything like that, but there is a faith in yourself that everything's going to work out eventually the way it's supposed to. It may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow. There may be some bumps in the road. It may be 2 steps forward, a couple of steps back, but everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to. And at the same time, as you can keep that feeling of, I don't want to say positivity, because again, there's not every moment that happens in our lives is going to bring this, this happy, joy moment. But there is this ability to have a grateful moment. So there's a monk, brother, and I forget his first name, but it's Steindl Ras. And what he mentions is every day we are not happy. We are not in gratitude. Because, right, your car breaks down, you lose out on the job that you were interviewing for. There are things that happen that we're not just happy about, but we can live in every moment a grateful life. So grateful of our friends who's able to kind of help us through these difficult moments, or of our partner, our children who give us support, even our fur babies, to comfort and to provide that level of emotional support as well. So we can live a grateful life even if we're not in gratitude every single day. And that is what your loved ones are connecting with you. But they're also saying connect with that inner child, that life of the party, in which some of your loved ones, that's the energy that they took on that really got them through a lot of difficult situations. Because I am seeing for some where there were situations where your loved ones were sick, and even I'm seeing in some cases very serious illnesses, cancer, leukemia. I'm seeing for some there that spark and that spirit. The spirit is what kept them going, is what kept them being able to take life by the horns and just keep on moving. And yes, they hurt. Yes, there were days that they were tired. Yes, there were days that they may have wanted to give up, and they weren't in gratitude for it, but they were grateful for the support and the love that they had. And so that is the lesson that they are infusing onto you. And so okay. All right, sorry. Had a moment in where I dropped everything on the floor, but we're back. So what messages does your loved one want to share with you? Only messages that fly out. Okay. Well, the first one that came out is, I know that this isn't fair. And so for some of your loved ones, they may have passed away from, and it feels like some of them passed away too soon. And for many, even if they were older, their spirit was so young and so just a light that it just felt like I didn't have enough time with them. And so they are acknowledging that they know that it feels like it wasn't fair. They're passing. And do you want me around? And when this card comes up, it's not saying, um, do you want me around? It's this feeling of, do you want them to, they will be there as much as you want them to be. They also are trying to be very respectful of not overstepping their boundaries, because with this clairvoyance card, if you allow, they can send you a plethora of messages. And I know that I've had situations in which I've had to say, let's calm this down a bit. But they can be there as much as you want them, and also they can just take a step back. So that's for part of the energy here. The other part is, if there was an argument or a disagreement, they are just asking. They want to be there to help you. They want to be there to support you. But if there's still work that because it's too emotional, it just makes you like and relive probably just those moments. You may need some time to yourself, and they're giving you that time. So again, they want to be there, and they can be there as much as you want. But if it's too much, emotionally too much, they will also take a step back. And thank you for making amends. So again, this goes, if there were disagreements that happened before they passed away, they are thanking you for the work. Maybe if you did therapy, or you wrote them a letter, or you worked it out telepathically with them, they are thanking you for that. Specifically, I am feeling a specific message coming through, is that for some of, it's a specific message, so I'm not even going to say some of you. There is someone here who is having a disagreement with specifically two female cousins. And so this energy, it feels like an odd energy is coming in and saying thank you for making amends with that, because there really is love. What a lot of the issues were coming up had to do with emotions, feeling not resentment, guilt, and regret. And so they're saying thank you. And I was wrong, and I am sorry. So this makes sense again, which is, do you want them around? I know this isn't fair. Thank you for making amends, and I was wrong, and I'm sorry. And so they're definitely acknowledging that whatever may have happened, and for some of us, from what I'm seeing, is that anger for knowing that you may be losing a loved one due to illness, due to something that just was out of their control. And so they're coming in and saying, I appreciate you healing that anger. But also, if there were any misunderstandings, they're saying thank you, because as they're in their life review right now, they're seeing things from a totally new perspective, and they're understanding where they contributed to certain issues, and they also are asking you for forgiveness just as much as if you are asking yourself for forgiveness for holding on to anger or anything like that. They are asking for you to give it to yourself as well. So only cards that fly out. Am I taking that one? Because yes. Okay. So, dear love, I will try hard to send you a message. Just pay attention to the signs. It may be as simple as a feather, or favorite song, or hearing my name in a crowd. I promise I am with you. Dear love, Do not worry about me. I promise you I am okay, and I am surrounded by amazing people, friends and family. I miss you so much, and one day we will be together again. Until then, I am watching over you. Dear love, even though life may be coming at you fast, there is a lot on your plate. Do not forget to take some time to rest. Honor this self-care for yourself and allow inspiration and renewal to take root. There is no timer. You will get through it at your pace. So remember, this is what we were talking about before. There's things coming at you fast and furious, and it feels chaotic, but they're asking for you to give yourself grace and connect with your inner child. And with every holiday, milestone, or celebration that comes, know that I will be there with you all. Just make sure to leave a drink or a plate for me. And finally, I miss dancing with you. When you think of me most, play our favorite song and just dance. I will be there with you. So there's that beautiful energy of just vibrancy and doing the things that they loved to do when they were here. They want you to continue just doing that, and they will be there with you. And we're just going to pull final angel messages. And so, compassion. One moment, it looks like I have a timer that just seems to start. So my timer came on to my phone, so maybe there feels like their time is running out for some of these things. Know that there's divine timing. Everything will happen when it's supposed to. So allow some of that stress to relieve, that everything will work out. So compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. And compassion is so important in giving ourselves that grace. It relieves us from stress and allows the universe, or if you do not believe in that, allows you more freedom and room to be able to see things from a higher perspective and to plan things out accordingly. Transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever-grading light, ever-grading greater oneness, and ever-grading greater wisdom. I keep saying grading, so maybe there's something with like grating cheese or grate on something, but transformation is definitely coming into your life. And healing angel, at this very moment, you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with the wings of love. You are eternally free, eternally fresh, and eternally abundant. And last, sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of eternal love. So really what I feel with this is trust your intuition, trust in the process, trust that your loved ones are here supporting you always. And whenever you need their help, all you have to do is just ask. And it doesn't matter what has happened in the past between you all. Today is the day. Every day is a new day to start over. And they are letting you know that they're here, supporting you and guiding you and loving you always. So I hope that this reading brought some clarity and comfort. If you want to see any of the other groups 1 and 2, there were some similar messages and through lines, but sending you my love and light. And if you have any questions, please put it in the comment. And with that, I hope that you have a beautiful day.